Hello everyone, this is Les Major, and this is me playing Rogue Legacy for about the 700th time or so. Let's see here now. Interesting. This is the first time I ever stopped in the middle of a level and it seems to just spit me back outside. Was I outside when I last played? Anyway, as you can see, I've loaded up the manor with tons of upgrades and everything, and I've been playing this thing to my heart's content. Really be wanting another Castlevania style kind of game like Symphony of the Night and such. And definitely Rogue Legacy has really helped towards that addiction. It's been a lot of fun going on through and slaying up all the monsters and collecting gold and upgrading my character, but I feel like I'm almost kind of at the end now. Like I've gotten far enough that I just don't have the skill to be able to beat the game, but I'm kind of there anyway. But anyway, so as you can see, Rogue Legacy plays a lot like your favorite Castlevania kind of style game. You're roaming on through a castle. It's in the rogue sense. It's randomly generated, just like the good old classic RPG. And yeah, you're able to continue on through and explore all over the place, trying to get as much gold as you can. So when your happy little dude here dies off, you're actually able to go back to the start and end up starting over as another continuation of your legacy. It's like trying to explain the title. Isn't that great? Anyway, so as you can see, it's simple, basic, happy stuff. You know, you're going around collecting as much gold as you can. You can do little Legend of Zelda Adventures of Link downward the press thing here to activate those platforms down there. The main part of the game is the castle here. It's, well, I should say the main part of the game. The first area is the castle, and then there's 3 other branching areas that continue off of it. Now this area right here shows, you know, a fairy chest objective up there at the top. Obviously you can read that. Now the main point of it is to be able to run through here and not take any damage in the meantime. I've never actually done one of these, and now I still haven't. But yeah, I've gotten fairy chests before, and basically they give you a rune stone that allows you to upgrade part of your character. But henceforth, such as being able to double jump like that, that's one of the upgrades I've got. Not sure what else I have on him. I think I have one to be able to like use a vampiric effect on enemies and such, stuff like that. Anyway, so as I was saying, the different parts of the castle are an underground area, which is basically this really dark dungeon kind of area. There's a tower kind of area, which is not like Castlevania with like the gears and everything. It's more this misty kind of creepy area, which, let's see, where I am here on the map. We'll keep going on over this way, see if we can reach that. But also to the far right, there's more of a garden outdoor kind of area. So it's not exactly like Castlevania where you run to the far right and then next thing you know you're outside in like one of the towers or something and trying to advance that way. It's more so split up in different kinds of 4 different kinds of areas. That was one of the more quasi-boss type characters, of course. You know, played enough of this area that I'm able to just go straight through him with level 94 character. You'd kind of hope that you could do a little bit of extra damage with that. But anyway, they're basically kind of like mini bosses that can give you like extra gold and stuff, extra treasure chests, stuff like that. So let's see here now. Still just heading on up here. I've really enjoyed the game. There's no question there. I would have really liked it a little bit better. There's like one kind of thing that if you're like about to strike an enemy and you get hit at the same time, you stop your hit animation, it seems, and end up getting damaged, but you don't end up killing the enemy. I think that's the main problem that I'm coming across here. It's either that or I'm just really terrible at the mechanics of the game. Either or, that's one of the things that kind of got to me. Here we go. Here's the misty area that I was telling you about. I can live through this little bombardment here to show it to you. Okay. So as you can see, similar enemies and such, even though there's a decent variety of enemies. As you can see, there's some bigger wizard characters up there that have stronger attacks than the little guys that are just fighting down in the other area. So it's quite good too that you get a heck of a lot more gold when you kill the enemies in this area too. So, just continuing up here a bit. I should probably show you, to wrap this up and all that too, show you what happens when your character actually dies off. Just have some spikes down there a little ways back, but anyway. Basically, so I can show you exactly how the whole lineage portion of the game works, since that is one of the big selling points. You actually have a trait system in the game that allows you to decide, well, not really decide, but pick from different options of how you want your character to advance. Spikes, of course, as you can see here, damage you quite a lot. It's probably one of the most damaging things, besides some of the bigger enemies in the game. I really like this part where it actually shows you all the enemies that you've slain along the way here in your playthrough. Now, so we could kick back out to the title screen, go back in. It continues on our legacy. Now I've unlocked a couple of the other classes here, such as the Lich right here, the Dragon, which is a secret class, and wow, that's kind of a spoiler. That's like my second time getting that class. It's just like, it's right there. I'm recording a video. There you go. And the Hook Age is your Naruto kind of character and everything, so that's really kind of cool. You see, he does like massive damage and everything, but can't do critical attacks, unfortunately. But I play through with them like crazy. I actually really like them because I can make it the furthest with them, using all their massive damage. So none of these are actually the main character classes from the game, such as, I think it's basically along the lines of Thief, Mage, and Barbarian, and a basic kind of fighter that becomes a Paladin, something along those lines. Anyway, so let's go with our little ninja here. I have 2,000 gold. Is there anything I can upgrade with that? Well, upgrade her hit points. I'm sorry, she's got the cute little pink bow on her head. She's a girl. Okay, so, because all girls are born with a pink bow on their head, apparently. Anyway, yeah. Not gonna earn me points now, is it? Anyway, so going back down into the dungeon. Let's see. One arm back in. Collect some of my coins on the way. Now, as you'll see, I'm doing like 127 damage now to the enemies. And I didn't even check to see what in the world stat she has. I'm so excited by getting a bunch of the character classes I want, I just blew right through it. See if I can find a quick way to kill myself off here, and then we'll run back on in and have a quick little look around. These are actually really kind of cool, actually. They're journals that you can find throughout the game. And I've collected them all now, so it brings up a full listing of all of them. Otherwise, it just shows you one at a time. The only thing I didn't like about it is it actually shows you story elements that are further down the road, which, it's nothing really surprising, like, oh my gosh, there's a third boss! You kind of get that from the big golden door at the front of the castle here that shows you, 4 enemies, and from, the looks of it, a boss. It kind of makes the ending a little bit kind of questionable because it gives you a little bit of a forewarning of the story, but I don't think it's really that much of a spoiler because unfortunately I haven't actually beat the game yet, so we'll have to wait and see that. Right here, this is the first boss. I've managed to beat that one. Actually, I think I beat the first 2 so far. And anyway, so collect our gold here, and so yeah, it's fun in that sense that there's a little bit of a story element, and the more generations you go through, there's more of a story build up along the way too. So it at least keeps you playing. That's kind of why I feel like I'm personally at the end, because I've played this for countless hours now, and there's just no more story for me really to unlock. So I'm kind of just doing the same stuff over and over again to either level up more or try my best to take out the bosses. And as you can see, I'm still good at dodging enemy attacks. I should just be able to fly through the bosses. But anyway, let's see here now. So we'll, I don't know where. Happy way to get rid of our character here. Please have spikes at the bottom. Oh, okay, yeah, he's doing a good bit of damage. There we are. Okay, so she keels over. Yes, obviously, from her parting words there, she's little bit of a swearer herself, so that's one of her little traits. So let's pop right back in here. Okay, so our dragon character, 3rd one now. I'm telling you, I should record video more often. ADHD, so the character is energetic and moves fast. at least the character doesn't get distracted and runs off and does other things in the game instead. So that's good. But yeah, no, these are actually really cool elements because there's some like colorblind, there's some like even like playing the game like upside down, which is a really trippy effect. Let's see, what do we got here? Okay, so nearsighted. Nearsighted is actually really cool. It makes like everything around the character blurred out, but like everything right directly around the character is all fully in focus. And yeah, there's our little swearing trait again. And let's see, Savant, your character is very talented. I still not sure what that one does. And then so the other one, the character is really, really powerful and boosted up. The Spelunkers, they actually are able to collect more gold, and they have these cute little helmet flashlights and all that that allow them to, well, I think the actual flashlight itself lights up the darker area down in the dungeon, and the actual ability itself, there's nothing we can buy there. The actual ability itself that the character class comes with is the fact that they're actually able to see all the different little things on the mini-map, such as treasure chest rooms, and yeah, here we go. So see, there's treasure chest rooms. There's the question marks are areas that have things like little mini games or something you can play with, like this little clown guy that lives in the castle. And then the green treasure chest icons are the fairy chests that you can get your runes and such out of. Another thing I should mention too is the armor that I'm wearing there. That's actually armor that I purchased in game. So the whole little red outfit there, save for the helmet, is actually a vampiric effect set of gear that I ended up picking up along the way and purchasing from the blacksmith outside. Because, much like every role-playing game, they have to make a living and they charge you for saving the world. Even though it's not really so much saving the world in this one, I think it's more so you're trying to save your father, the king, in the throne room. I don't know if anybody really cares for him in this kingdom or not, but anyway, that's the quest that you're sent on. So yeah, no, Rogue Legacy is a lot of fun. The only thing that's getting to me is the fact that I have to keep on playing more and more and more throughout the game. Oh, and apparently boss rooms are question marks too. Like, I'm enjoying the game. I have a ton of fun playing the game more and more. The only downside is having to keep constantly replaying it over and level up is actually getting a little bit kind of tedious. I do actually kind of feel like I'm at the end, so there's apparently a New Game Plus mode, so it would be a lot handier if I was able to just kind of wrap up where I am, and if I want to continue on, I can go into New Game Plus and replay all the bosses again. Again, it's no fault to the game, it's very much so, I just might not be very good at it, considering the fact that I just jumped into that projectile from that eyeball back there. But, so yeah, no, it's definitely a good game worth giving a go, and I absolutely love the fact that it's another Castlevania style game. We could really use a lot more of these. I really miss the whole, cool, I got a mimic stuck in the floor there, that's like a little secret pathway you can go through. But yeah, I really miss the whole Castlevania, Metroidvania kind of video games. Those were a lot of fun. It's a shame that they've kind of gone away, and hopefully one of these days we'll actually get them back again. And until then, we have awesome indie creators such as Cellar Games and dead again. Yeah, awesome creators such as Cellar Games that are at least make us new games to be able to play in the meantime. Thanks very much for watching, and this is Les Major signing off.